Abiogenesis, the doctrine that living things originated from non-living matter. Acquired character, an alteration in function and from resulting from a response to environment and is not heritable. Additivity, the basics from most quantitative inheritance theory and for most breeding efforts. Affinity, the similarity between entities in regard to morphological traits. Albino, an individual characterized by absence of pigment. Allele, an array of genes possible for a certain position of a given chromosomes. Alloploidy, a ploidy in which sets of chromosomes are derived from different parents generally not closely related. Ancestry, refer to those members of past generation which are related to any given species by descent. Aneuploidy, a variation of chromosomes number by whole chromosomes but less than the entire sets. Anisogamy, a sexual reproduction involving gametes similar in morphology but differing in size. Artificial selection, the result of conscious breeding of plants by man for the goal of improving forest crops. Asexual reproduction, any process of reproduction that does not involve fusion of cell. Backrus breeding, a system of breeding whereby recurrent backcrosses are made to one of the parents of the hybrid accompanied by selection of a specific character. Binary fusion, a type of reproduction wherein the single-celled organisms divide into two theoretical equal parts. Biogenesis, the doctrine that living things originated only from pre-existing living things. Bisexual plant, a plant having both male and female sexual reproductive structure on one individual. Breeding arboretum refers to all selected trees or species established for breeding purposes. Character, an attribute of an organism resulting from interaction of genes with the environment. Character displacement, the process of genetic divergence of two or more species when they are come into contact. Chromatid, that pertains to one of the two identical longitudinal halves of a chromosomes which share a common centromere. Chromatin, a nuclear material comprising the chromosomes, the DNA protein complex, or the nucleoprotein. Cline, a gradual and more or less continuous change of phenotypic character over the geographical range of species. Clonal selection, the manner of choosing the best clone in a clonal test to further sexual propagation. Clone aggregation, an individual plants produce asexually from one sexual produced individual. Conjugation, the transfer of genetic materials from one bacteria to another when two compatible cells come into contact with each other. Controlled pollination, the transfer of pollen from non-source of eruptive flower known as parents. Cultivar refers to plant type within a particular cultivated species that is distinguished by one or more character. Cytogenetics, a study of cellular structure and mechanics associated of a genetics. Deoxyribonucleoside, a portion of DNA molecule composed of one deoxyribose molecule plus either a purine or a pyrimidine. Deoxyribonucleotide, a portion of DNA molecule composed of one deoxyribophosphate bonded to either a purine or a pyrimidine. Dihybrid, individual heterozygous of two pairs alleles or a cross between individual differing in two genes pairs. Direct selection, the manner of choosing the parent of one of the bases of desirability in the traits under consideration as choosing the tallest tree to the improved growth rate. Dominance, the making of action of allele by that is alternative allele. Double fertilization, the process in which of two sperm nuclei form into pollen tube fuses with nucleus in the embryo sac. Duplication, a chromosomal aberration in which segment of the chromosomes bearing a specific loci is repeated. Dysgenics, and any effect of situation tends to be harmful or genetics future generation. Elite tree, a tree verified by appropriate testing as highly superior or desirable for a specified environment and propagation system. Emasculation, the removal of immature male structure to prevent self-pollination or unwanted cross-pollination. Epistasis, the making of phenotypic effect of either both member of one pair alleles by a gene of a different pair. Eugenic, the process of tending to improve the genetic qualities of future generation. Evolution, the development of a race, species, genus, or other large group of plants or animals. Expressivity, the degree of manifestation of the genetic character. Family selection, the manner of choosing the parent of the basis of average family performance in progeny test. Fitness, the relative ability of a genotype to survive and produce viable and fertile offspring. Gene, the smallest transmissible unit of genetic material consistently associated with single primary effect. Gynecology, the study of genetical composition of a plant population in relation to their habit. General combining ability, the ability of parent to give superior progeny in a combination with several different males. Genetic, the science which deals with cause, if resemblance and difference among individuals is related to descent. Gene pool, the collective term of all genes of a particular population. Genetic drift, a change or random fluctuation in gene frequency in a population. Genetic gain, an average improvement in a progeny over the mean of the parents.